We have breaking news out of Richland County right now in your fast track to the top of the hour. Multiple fire crews on scene of a house fire in Christine, North Dakota. That's about 25 miles straight south of Fargo. Fire crews were called in overnight and are now actively battling the blaze.
No word yet if anyone was home at the time or if anyone was hurt. We do have a crew on the way though, and we'll bring you the very latest as soon as we know more.
New this morning, several North Dakota law enforcement agencies working together to get hundreds of fentanyl pills off the street.
Police conducting a search of a home in Mandan and found a Michigan man who was on probation and had several hundred fentanyl pills. The drugs found in a toilet and the man arrested.
Statewide in 2023, parole and probation officers conducted more than 400 operations, resulting in the confiscation of more than 16 pounds of illegal drugs and 37 illegally possessed firearms. Well, as we know, it was a mild, dry winter with warmer temperatures and more on the way.
But it does come with some concern. North Dakota's latest drought monitor was released yesterday, and conditions are dry. They describe much of the state as abnormally dry. That's what you're seeing in the yellow there.
Parts of northeastern North Dakota are in a moderate drought. That's the lighter tan color you can see. And in places like Cavalier, Pembina, northern Walsh, and Ramsey counties, it is severe drought. And it's a similar story in Minnesota.
Experts are asking people to be aware of wildfire signs and to look out for any red flag warnings.
Because we didn't have that snowpack on the ground, that then led to worsening drought conditions, which is quite unusual. Usually droughts tend to either stay the same or even improve during the winter, whereas in this year, things actually got worse.
A lot to be mindful of as we head into the weekend. Also, several law enforcement agencies putting out a warning for this man, who they say should be considered armed and dangerous.
The Spirit Lake Tribal Council and Fort Totten law enforcement are asking for your help to keep an eye out for Colby McKay of Fort Totten. Officials have not released information about what may have led up to this search, but a reward is being offered for any information leading to McKay's location. If you do know where he's at, you're asked to call police or 911 immediately. We'll be sure to pass along any updates as we get them. Tammy Miller has named her running mate in the race for governor of North Dakota, announcing on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Department of Commerce Commissioner Josh Teagan would be her lieutenant governor.
Now, Teagan was appointed to Governor Doug Burgum's cabinet back in 2022. He also currently serves on the board of directors for the Greater Fargo-Moorhead Economic Development Corporation's Growth Initiative Fund. The UND grad also worked for MindShift, which he says works to find a solution to the chronic underemployment and unemployment of individuals on the autism spectrum.
He also served as president and CFO of a 3D printing company called Protosthetics. None of the other candidates in the race have named potential lieutenant governors yet.
But we may get some clarity on races this week as both the state Republican and Democratic parties are holding their conventions in Fargo. One of the other big races on the Republican side is for the U.S. House seat being vacated by Kelly Armstrong. Julie Fedorchak has received endorsements from Governor Burgum, Senator John Hoeven, Attorney General Drew Wrigley, and others.
Retired farmer and veteran from Candu, Alex Blassis, is also running, as is Rick Becker, representing the Freedom Caucus wing of the party. His endorsements include former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy.
And on the Democratic side, retired Marine Corps officer Trygve Hammer is running for U.S. House. Merrill Pepcorn of Fargo is still the only Democrat running for governor after Travis Hipsher ended his campaign just last month. 6:52 here on our Friday morning fast track. We're sending things right on over to meteorologist Lisa Green for a look at our forecast. Hey, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, we're looking at some conditions that are on the dry side. We just heard about that. And we do have a red flag warning that takes effect later today. A couple of colored alerts here that you see on the map. In South Dakota, this light pink or light orange area is where we have a fire weather watch for Saturday. The one that's more impactful for us right now is that red flag warning in the bright orange color. That is in effect starting at noon today, and it lasts until 7 o'clock tonight, right during the warmest time of the day when we typically have the driest air, and also the wind will be picking up in those areas today. Let's take a look at winds in those areas where we have that red flag warning. So we're looking at morning hours starting off with conditions that are pretty quiet, but as we get into the noon hour and beyond, we're looking at winds gusting 30 plus miles per hour. We could see some gusts up to 40 miles per hour in those areas where we have the warning, and again that leads to that rapid spread of wildfires. Wind out of the southeast, out of that direction here for today. It tends to be a warming wind. weekend, and we're going to see those temperatures on the rise. Beautiful start to the day. Waiting on that sun to come up here in just a few minutes. We'll see that sunrise, and we'll have the sunshine with us throughout the day. You can see that beautiful clear sky. We're at 28 degrees in Fargo. The air is calm right now. In the Grand Forks area, we're at 29. It's 30 in Fergus Falls. Bemidji's, the sun is up there, and we are at 20 degrees right now, a little cooler in that area with clear skies. You can see on our map here with the clouds mainly over toward Bismarck, toward Minot, and beyond. So out at the bus stop, not bad this morning, but definitely nice this afternoon. We'll see temperatures getting into the 50s to low 60s. It does get breezier into the afternoon, again, especially in our western communities. And then we're looking pretty windy into the weekend. We're going to see those gusts that are 30s, 40 plus miles per hour on Saturday. So more concerns about fire danger. And then for Sunday, that's when that rain chance comes in, where we could see as much as a half inch of rain or so in some areas by the time the system moves on.
Which, wow, we know we need it, so it's welcome, huh?
We definitely do. And then after that clears, we've got some beautiful weather into next week, still looking nice and warm.
Mother Nature even putting on a show this morning.
Exactly. Beautiful out there with that sunrise.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Well, for nearly 60 years, the Cardin family has been bringing astonishing shows to the big top across the country.
This weekend, the El Zagel Shrine Circus will perform in Fargo, thrilling crowds with exotic animals and human daredevils.
We are checking in live this morning with the Valley Today's Tatum Miller, who's at the Fargo Dome, finding out what this fun house will be bringing to the arena floor. Good morning, Tatum.
Good morning, guys. I'm here live at the Fargo Dome where they started setting up for the El Zagel Shrine Circus opening tonight. Now I'm with the lovely Francesca Cavallini, and you are our ring mistress for the show.
Yes, I am.
So what is a ring mistress? What do you do?
So a ring mistress kinda, she's here and there. She kinda spices up the show a little bit too, makes it a lot greater, I think. I mean, I think so. But you're gonna see me at the pre-show, really. If you guys come an hour before the show time, we're gonna have a lot of activities, a lot of rides, a lot of really cool things for all the kids to do, for all the family to do. And I'm gonna be that voice that kind of guides you along, just so you know what to expect.
I love it. And you've been a part of the circus for about 2 years now, but I heard it's a generational thing.
It is, yeah. I'm 6th generation of circus family. I started performing when I was 6 years old, so I've been doing this for a really long time. I absolutely love it, and it's great to be here with Cardin International for 2 years already. I'm having a really great time.
That's amazing. So we've got this crazy ball of steel behind us. What's going on here?
So this is just one of our extreme acts, the Globe of Steel. As you can see, it's very extreme. Definitely don't try this at home. But yeah, I mean, our incredible performers are definitely out there.
I'm scared just watching this, honestly. And could you tell me, what is your favorite part of the show?
Definitely the Globe of Steel. Even as a circus performer, I get very nervous watching them. So it's definitely one of those acts to watch. But we also have this butterfly production that, as a girl, I absolutely love. I think a lot of people are going to like it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Francesca. That's all I have for you right now. We'll check in a little bit later. I'm Tatum Miller for Valley News Live.
Okay, talk about a thrilling adventure at the circus. Whoa, thank you for that live check-in this morning, Tatum.
Yes, the El Zagel Shrine Circus has shows tonight at 7 p.m., Saturday 10, 2, and 6, and then Sunday again 12 and 4. Well, Fargo Spring Cleanup is happening over the course of 2 weeks.
May 6th through the 10th and the 13th to the 17th, following the Recycling Week schedule. Just like in years past, place your unwanted items on the boulevard the night before your pickup day.
Debris will be collected on your scheduled recycling collection day, sometime between 7 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Similar setup in Moorhead for their spring cleanup. It's happening over the same 2-week period as Fargo, but pickup is going to happen opposite of your recycling week.
The only exception is Oakport, which will pick up the week of May 21st.
And the annual West Fargo Citywide Cleanup Week will start on Monday, May 6th and go through Friday, May 10th.
Items must be placed curbside the day before. Garbage collection, household items should be bagged and tied, and items that are too large to fit in standard garbage bags will be accepted curbside. There will be no branch collection during the cleanup week, though. That'll happen the following week.
Household hazardous waste should be brought to the hazardous waste facility. Grass clippings and compost materials should be brought to one of the yard waste disposal sites in West Fargo. The transfer station will accept extra materials free of charge. A West Fargo family is back home today after a very special trip to Washington, D.C. They were invited to the White House to see their son's Easter egg design, which is being displayed there.
Graham Plath won an egg design contest through the National Guard. Now, he's a third grader at Legacy Elementary, and he's never been to D.C. until now. His egg included a bald eagle, American flag, and the Rose Garden, as well as the White House. It was selected out of all of the eggs submitted from North Dakota.
I was really surprised. I did not think that was going to happen. It was really cool. I liked the Washington Monument, how tall that was, and the cherry trees.
Excellent work to Graham. Now, not only did he get to see the egg on display, he got to participate in the traditional Easter egg roll event. It's about 150 years old. It is a big day for the North Dakota Autism Center. Tonight is their 15th annual Awesome Evening event.
It's a black tie fundraising gala in support of the center, and this year's theme is Vintage Hollywood. Guests will enjoy a plated dinner, games, silent and live auctions, as well as a dueling piano entertainment. It all kicks off at 5 p.m. at the Holiday Inn in Fargo. If you're not able to make it out, though, you can make a donation at ndautismcenter.org.
The North Dakota Autism Center provides behavioral therapy, in-home services, and residential services to both children and adults. They also have free after-school activities that are open to anyone. Well, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start. In the meantime, we'll be taking a full look at our beautiful sunrise this morning on our Friday morning. Thank you again for joining us here in the Valley today. I'm Ashlyn Hill.
I'm Alex Larson. Have a great weekend.